Well, welcome back to the channel. Doing a bit of maintenance on the 805 Merry Fisher. I've taken the shaft out. I've taken the shaft seal off as well. Now, tackling this, the P bracket. So I've got to take the cutless bearing out and a couple of grub screws to take out, which hold it in place, the cutless bearing. I'm hoping it's going to come out. I've borrowed a nice puller from a local guy here at the yard, Jeanneau Marina. Check it out, Jeanneau Marina. A lovely little place this is. In Porchester, on the south coast. Absolute superb team they've got here. They really do help you out where they can, sort of thing. So if you're looking for somewhere to put your boat for the winter or a bit of maintenance, check them out. That's why I've come here, for that very reason. I've heard good reviews, and why not give it a go. So first time here, and I couldn't have asked for better people, really, to be honest. Really polite, answered all your questions, top stuff. So anyway, back to this. Let's tackle getting the screws out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a screwdriver or a standing plier, just go around the edges of the screws, see if I can break off any loose stuff. The slot for the screws as well, I'm going to make sure they're nice and clean. So when I've got the screwdriver in, I'm going to give it a good hold, and that's it. We'll crack it off. Let's see what happens, eh? So as said, I'm just going to scrape around and get any loose material around it, and just to free it up. Get a bit of wire brush here somewhere. There it is. Just give them a clear up. Going to do the slots as well. Make sure they're nice and clean. So we've got a good hold when we get the screwdriver in there. The last thing you want is them slipping, isn't it? So we'll do that and get them all cleaned up, and then we'll get ready to get the screws undone. Wish me luck on getting the screws undone on this one. Let's see what happens though. Well, cleaned them up round them. It's just a matter of undoing them now. There's one. There's two. There we go, they're out. Happy days. Just going to clean up round the housings in there. I'll get the wire brush actually. Anyway, let's get those all cleaned up, and we'll get back to the next part, is actually getting the collar out. Let's see what happens with there, eh? Is it going to be easy? Who knows? It's one of those ones, isn't it? It's either going to come out absolutely easy peasy, or it's going to be an absolute nightmare. If I can't get it out, I should just cut straight down the middle with a hacksaw blade to release the pressure. Then I'll go for the pull. I've got a puller, so we'll see what happens. So I've got the pulling tool on now. So it is a threaded bar, 2 nuts either end, with bearings so they spin on the washers nice and easy, with collars. So bar goes straight through the middle, collars go onto the casing of the cutlass bearing, tightening that up, and it pulls it all the way through, and then obviously pops out. Hopefully it's going to come out and not be frozen in, and see what happens, eh? Let's see what happens. So, it's 19mm spanner for this. I'm gonna put my finger here just to see if it is moving. You know what? That's moving. I can't believe it. Oh, that's handy. So I'm going to just keep going on this. That is absolutely brilliant. I've only got a certain amount of travel on this, so I'm going to have to bulk it up in a minute. It's going. Happy days, happy days. It's flying out. Right, I'm at the end of my travel now, so I'm going to have to undo it, get another spacer on, and then we can pop it out. Let's do that. Well, I've got the second collar on, so we can go for it again, and hopefully it'll keep going as it is. Put the light out of the way. Oh, handy if I put it the right way around, wouldn't it? You know what, I think this is just going to, so loose now that actually I think it's just going to come out so easy. Yeah, I can see it flying out. There's just no tension there at all now. Feels like I've got to the end of the travel again. So end of the travel, we'll undo it and see where we are. There we go, going by hand now. Give it a little wiggle, and there we go, it's out. Happy days. Look at that. Great stuff. So we'll get the new one in, shall we? Give it a clean up inside. I'll get a bit of emery cloth in there, give it a good clean up, and then we'll fit the new one in. And it's just the reverse of what we've just done. So got a bit of emery cloth. I'm just gonna give it a good cleaning inside, and give it a good clean. So when the new one goes in, all nice and easy, hopefully. I'll carry on doing this and we'll bring you back in a minute. Well, welcome back. It's all cleaned out. I'm ready to put the new one in. I've got the pillar already. There's the old one. And there's a couple of holes that have been drilled in it for the grub screws. So the new one, there it is, no holes. So once it's located, I'm going to have to put new grub screw holes in it. I have to drill them out and relocate them, so a little bit of measuring to do, but let's get this in. What I have done is I've put this in the freezer overnight. I've got a nice box here with a load of ice in there, so it's nice and chilled, so hopefully it'll go in a treat. So I'm just going to offer it up, and I'm going to give it a light tap first just to get it started, and then I can get the actual puller on it. But at the moment the puller's not long enough, so I'm just going to give it a light tap, just get it started so I can get the hopefully now I'm going to get the puller in. Yeah, I think we're going to have enough now. Where is the locator? There it is. Let's see if it's long enough. Just a little bit more, I'd say. Anyway, let's get the collar on and then we'll get it pulled up. It's all located now, the puller, so it's just a matter of winding it in, and that's what we'll do. It's going in lovely and easy, which makes a change in life, doesn't it? It's all about having the right tools sometimes. Let's get the nut on the other side. There we go. Flying up there. Ooh. Right, and that's that. It's all in, it's all flush and located. So we'll get the puller off and then we'll start drilling the grub screws out. So yeah, you can see it all nicely located, nice and flush with the P-bracket collar. Just easy to do. Now, they were plastic before, but I'm putting brass back. I'm going to have to cut these to size because I couldn't actually get the right size. So I'm going to measure the hole with a vernier gauge, a vernier depth gauge, which is at the very end. Measure it after I've drilled it, that is, and then I can cut the bolt to size, and that'll be all nice and snug then and locked in, and that should be happy days. Let's tackle the drilling next so we can get it all drilled up. Okay, so going to drill the two holes. It's a 5.5mm drill bit. Let's go for it, eh? I'm going to put it on a nice slow setting. Let's torque that up a little bit, slipping a little bit. There we go. That's the first one done. Whoa. There we go, second one done. There we go, done. Now, let's measure it up for the grub screws, eh? So it looks like it's 9mm. So cut that down to 9mm. Happy days. So, I don't know if you can see that actually. Cut the screws down. They're 9mm I've cut them down to. Depends how thick your casting is, and obviously the thickness of the cutlass bearing decides how thick they are, or how long they are I should say. So I'm just going to give them a little bit of thread seal just to make sure they lock in. And there we go, just put that in there. One, just do the next one. Now it's just a matter of nipping them up. That's it. And that's one as well. That's it. Happy days. That's it, done. The cutlass bearing is in. The screws, the locking screws are in to stop it spinning. What more can you ask for? So its next job is to get the shaft, and that'll be in my next video. So hope you've enjoyed putting the cutlass bearing in on an 805 Merry Fisher. Hopefully it'll help one or two of you with a bit of luck, so you can get on there and do it yourselves. Till next time, thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe for more maintenance on the Merry Fisher 805.